Tommy loved churros. He really, really loved churros. Churros for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Churros for snacks and treats. One day, Tommy found a golden ticket wrapper stuck to a churro. It shimmered and sparkled. The ticket read, "Welcome to Churroland." Tommy's eyes widened. A whole land made of churros? He had to go. He grabbed his backpack and dashed out the door. He didn't even have time to finish his churro. But that was okay, he thought. He'd have plenty in Churroland. Tommy followed the golden shimmer of the ticket. It led him to an old, abandoned churro stand. There, on a dusty counter, lay a single, perfect churro. This churro wasn't ordinary. It glowed with a warm, golden light. Tommy cautiously reached for the churro. As soon as his fingers brushed against its sugary surface, the world around him began to swirl. Tommy closed his eyes, holding on tight to the churro. When he opened them again, he was in a place unlike any he'd ever seen. Tommy stood on a path paved with rainbow sprinkles. The air smelled like cinnamon and sugar. Giant lollipops sprouted like trees. A giggle echoed through the air. 3 children peeked out from behind a giant lollipop. They had chocolate smeared on their faces and sprinkles in their hair. "Welcome to Churroland," they shouted in unison. "We're Lily, Max, and Sam. Come play with us." Tommy grinned. This was already more amazing than he could have imagined. He raced towards the children, eager to explore this magical place. Churroland was even more incredible up close. Rivers flowed with melted chocolate. Marshmallow clouds drifted lazily overhead. Tommy, Lily, Max, and Sam swung on licorice vines, swam in soda fountains, and slid down gummy hills. They even met talking animals made of candy. A peppermint pig gave them a ride on its back. A gummy bear offered them fresh berries from its candy cane basket. Everything was delicious and delightful. Tommy was living his best churro-filled life. As they ventured deeper into Churroland, they came across a grumpy-looking gummy bear. He was much larger than the others, and he wore a sour expression. The gummy bear boomed, "Halt! This is the Churro Bridge. To cross, you must answer my riddle." Tommy and his friends exchanged nervous glances. They loved riddles, but this gummy bear didn't seem like the patient type. Then the gummy bear bellowed, "What has a neck but no head, a body but no legs, and can hold the sweetness of 1,000 churros?" "A bottle!" Max shouted, his voice echoing through the candy cane forest. The gummy bear's frown turned upside down into a surprised smile. "Correct! You may pass." The Churro Bridge wasn't really a bridge, but a pathway of floating churros on a river of chocolate. Tommy and his friends hopped onto a sturdy-looking churro log and paddled down the river. The current was swift, and they giggled as they navigated through chocolate rapids and dodged whipped cream waterfalls. The chocolate river led them to the base of a towering mountain, but this was no ordinary mountain. This mountain was made entirely of marshmallows. Reaching the top wouldn't be easy. Each step they took, they sank ankle-deep into the fluffy marshmallow. "We'll never make it," Lily cried, her face smeared with marshmallow. "Don't give up," Tommy encouraged. "We can do this together." Working together, they formed a human chain, pulling each other up the sticky slopes. Finally, they reached the peak, exhausted but triumphant. And there, at the very top, was the biggest pile of churros Tommy had ever seen. Golden, crispy, and dusted with cinnamon sugar, they were a sight to behold. All the candy creatures of Churroland had gathered for a celebration. Music filled the air as everyone danced, sang, and feasted on the delicious churros. Tommy had never felt so happy. He had found Churroland, eaten more churros than he thought possible, and made amazing new friends. As they munched on their churros, Tommy realized something important. Churros were even better when shared with friends. The sweetness of friendship, he decided, was the best flavor of all. And so, the adventure in Churroland came to a close, leaving a sweet taste in everyone's hearts.